Yo, what's up, YouTube? Today is a big day. We are going to be checking out the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. Be looking at some of the visuals, and then we'll be doing a full performance test. And this time around, instead of just testing at 4K, I'm going to mess around with some other settings and also test this at 1440p, as I know that's a highly requested resolution that a lot of people want me to test. So let's get into it. All right, so here we are at the beginning of the game after the full tutorial. This is the step out scene. And man, this looks so good. Like, honestly, I can't even believe that this is zero mods at all. Like, this looks just as good as some of the mod lists that I've reviewed on my channel for Skyrim. Like, seriously, this looks absolutely insane. And the cool thing is, it's my understanding that there is mod support already incoming for this game. I've already seen a script extender that's come out, and it's already happening, that they're already trying to mod this game. And this is kind of scary for Bethesda. I mean, I'm actually kind of surprised that they released this, because this specific remaster was actually made by a third-party company that specializes in remasters, and it's done in Unreal Engine 5. So, where I'm getting at here is I feel like Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be in big trouble if they continue to use their outdated engine that they've been using even for Starfield. And Starfield, they were limping along with it. And that's where the concern kind of comes into play. This looks so absolutely good. They could have problems if Elder Scrolls 6 doesn't look as good as Oblivion. Of course, yes, this is a remaster, of course, but yeah, this is just wild. Some of these rocks and everything. Where you at, Wolf? And this gives us a chance to check out the blood graphics here. That's pretty solid. Yeah, that's pretty solid, honestly. Oh, okay. Kind of evaporates. Maybe a little too soon to evaporate, but looks just as good as some of the mod lists that I've reviewed. Sometimes those might be a little more intense with their blood graphics, but yeah, still looks really good here. All right, let's see if we can get into this city here. Probably not going the right way, but we're gonna do the whole Skyrim hopping up the mountain. And there's the city. Wow. The Imperial City. Oh, check out this stone road. And they did a really good job with this, at least so far that I can tell. And it seems like it's running pretty smoothly. Really quick, we'll just do a quick preview. We will be doing the performance testing later on in the video. And I'll add chapters so that you guys can jump ahead as needed. But wow, okay. I'm running this at 4K and we're getting around like 90. That's pretty solid. All right, I'm going to turn that off for now because we are just focusing on visuals. Yo, yo, yo.
All's quiet. We're here to serve.
Okay, great. They kept the same crazy looking NPCs in this game. That's awesome.
What are you looking for?
I have no idea.
The Imperial Palace is at the center. The 6 districts are arranged around the palace like spokes of a wheel. Starting in the northeast, moving clockwise, you have the market, arena, arboretum, temple, Talos Plaza, and Elven Gardens districts. The waterfront
Excellent.
is south of Temple District. The Arcane University is south of the Arboretum. The Imperial Prison is north of Market District.
Okay, did you guys get all that?
Move along.
So it's my understanding that they redid some of the voice acting. They still kept in all the dialogue, which is awesome, and the crazy looking NPCs, but they redid some of the voice acting. These buildings look solid too. I'm honestly so excited for the fact that this game is getting mod support too already. They weren't sure if they're going to be able to mod it, and I guess we'll see how far they can actually go with some of the mods. But if they can make this look even better than this, that would be pretty crazy. Like, seriously, that looks so good. Alright, let's keep going here.
All citizens are welcome in the Imperial Palace.
We're going to do a little speed run in here. Not really going to show much for spoilers or anything, but we're just going to kind of go towards that first destination, and then we'll go ahead and do the performance testing. Alright, so this is like the interior of the city. Cool. Check out a quick interior. Oh, I've been in here before. It was 2006. Actually, that probably was the last time I played Oblivion. Surprised they're letting me go up here. Oh, this is cool. There's some of your assets. I mean, it just looks like they overhauled, honestly, everything. Alright, let's keep going on our quests. A little rain. Subtle. It's not the craziest rain I've ever seen in a video game. A little pop in there. I also noticed with the auto-saving that it stutters a little bit with the auto-saves. Check out this cabin here. Wow. Look at those fires. That looks so good. For no mods. That looks amazing, man.
Snotgrabura, owner and proprietor. We board horses and...
These...
Well, we don't actually.
The
sell
crazy
horses
NPCs are
anymore.
killing me in this. Oh, it's for horses? Okay.
Take
I don't have
care.
a horse yet. That looks so good. And I do have all the ray trace lighting and everything turned up to ultra. You can definitely tell there's a lot of cool ray tracing going on here. All right, let's keep moving. Oh, rain cleared up. Cool. Seems to autosave every single time I come in or out. Seems excessive. Man. I feel like it's pretty optimized as well. I'm currently running this with no DLSS on either. Have that fully turned off, so this should just be like raw 4K. Give us a chance to check out this stone. Wow. Look at that. With the shadows coming off from the roof. That looks crazy good. Wow. That's solid.
Greetings to you.
How you doing? Check out what's going on in here. Like an inn, I think.
Welcome to the Walnut Inn. Could I interest you in a room or perhaps a bit of wine?
Oh my god. Alright, I'm so glad they kept the original wide-eyed crazy looks of the NPCs. Oh, that's funny. Bed, rumors, wine. You know, I don't think I need any of that right
Have
now.
a fine journey and keep yourself safe.
Okay. Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa. Are you sleeping here? He's just sleeping here. Like, literally, with some of the coals from the fire falling on our bed. It's like the
So,
ash.
what brings you here today?
What? Are you sleeping here? What is this? What's going on here? Wow, look at those fires, though. Oh, yeah, there's a good example of ray trace lighting. This is like candlelit.
Hey, you.
The shadows
Yeah,
coming
you.
off the wall.
Come here. I got what you need.
Oh, you do? What's up, bro?
You need something special? Check out my wares. You won't find this stuff
Oh.
at your local general store, that's for damn sure.
He's not even looking at me. Okay. What you
Have a
got?
look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
I guess I could sell some stuff real quick.
That's a good deal.
Uh-huh. Sell some stuff I don't need. I am
drive
a
a hard
assassin
bargain.
thief build, so I guess I need a better bow here. Eventually, I'll need a better bow. All right, cool.
Thank you for your patronage.
Thank you,
Walk
sir.
always in the shadow of Sithis.
Okay, I will do. Dang. Even that. Yeah, the ray trace lighting looks solid. A little quick pop in there. Nothing too crazy. But it has to load some of the assets. This looks... Just this area alone looks really good. Like, this is honestly on the same level as a lot of the mod lists I review in some of my other videos for Skyrim. And some of those mod lists are incorporating like 500 plus gigabytes worth of mods into them. Oh, let's go check out this bridge over here. See if we can get a little look over the city from here. Oh, wow. Put my sword away for this. Dang, that looks good. That looks crazy good. All right, let's see if we can make it like evening. All right, so there's where the sun's going down a little bit. And let's go one more hour ahead. Wow. This just looks so good with the reflection off of the lake or the river. All right, now let's see what it looks like at night. I did want to do a night test real quick. And here we are at night. And I think this is as dark as it's going to get for Oblivion. Skyrim's kind of the same, vanilla Skyrim with like 0 mods. The nighttime's never like super dark. And maybe they'll be able to change that with like some like ENBs or something. What's this guy doing? Even this bridge. Where'd that guy go? Oh, here he is. The combat's really solid in this too. It's your standard like hack and slash type Skyrim Oblivion gameplay. They didn't really change much of the combat as far as I can tell. All right, let's not stray too far off the path. Oh, what do we got going on here? The Remen Rune Stone. Conjured weapon and armor? Whoa. What's up, rat? Whoa. Okay, that's cool. Dang. Check that out. Okay, so it only lasts for a limited period of time, as you can see in the bottom left. That's cool. Alright, let's get back on the path here. Towards our objective. With my conjured sword. I'm assuming it disappears after a certain period of time. Probably can't reconjure it. Probably like a one-time thing. This will be a good chance to show third person. I typically like first person, but this is how third person will look. Yo. Imp. They don't stand a chance. Little stutter there. That's right. Probably won't mess with this cave. Actually, I know these caves can be pretty long, but let's just check out the beginning of it, see how it looks. Wow, actually, this looks pretty solid. What's up, wolf? What's up, wolf? Dang. This is just crazy how good this looks. Yeah, they did a really good job here. Alright, like I said, let's not go through that whole cave. If I remember correctly, that's a fairly large, long cave. This is more focusing on the graphics more than doing the full playthrough. Oh, here's some different auras. Your skyscapes. Check that out. Pose for the camera. Oh, that does look so good, though. I'm very impressed with this remaster so far. Alright, I'm going to go back into first person because it's a little easier to see some of the visuals and whatnot in this first person mode. Oh. A lot of wolves around her. This is Ill Farm. Oh, okay. He just decided to pull out his weapon after the other one disappeared, I guess. Alright, and this is kind of just going through the first quest. Like I said, I didn't want to do too much for spoilers or anything. We're mainly just focusing on visuals. And this is about as far as I want to take it. I'm going to really quick, because I know this is a pretty cool area, I'm going to make it daytime. See what it looks like. And then we'll move on to our performance testing. Wow. Wow. I just can't get over the fact of how good this looks. It is Unreal Engine 5. Okay, check that out. From the mountaintop, looking at the Imperial City. Even the trees, everything. Absolutely amazing. Done a really good job with this one. I'm probably gonna be spending quite a bit of time actually playing this game again. All right, now on to the performance testing of this review. I put up my overlay in the top left corner so you guys can see what's going on in my system. I have a 4080 Super I have a 9800 X3D for my CPU and 32 gigs of RAM. And right now, currently, I'm running this at 4K. So let's go ahead and check out our settings so you can see what I'm running this with all the settings. So pretty much everything's just maxed out to ultra. If I go over one more, it's just like custom. So everything's ultra here. I've got the Lumen hardware ray tracing turned on all the way to ultra. We're using temporal super resolution, which is the best that you should use with Unreal Engine 5. It's going to probably be the most taxing on your system. And then upscaling technique, I have currently turned off. This is like DLSS, XESS, or FSR. So right now, I am running this turned off with my system. So I can just do a full performance testing. I don't think I really even need upscaling enabled, because when I go ahead and apply these changes and exit out, I'm getting almost 60 FPS. And I guess I could turn on just really quick to see what DLSS would do, NVIDIA's DLSS. Let's go ahead and just turn that on really quick and just see what kind of performance jump I get when I turn that on. And I'm just going to go with a balanced. And automatic frame generation. No, we don't want any frame generation. Want to have that turned off. Just DLSS. See what that does for our system. So honestly, it didn't do a whole lot. Believe it or not. It pushed it up a few frames. But overall, having it turned off, I was getting pretty close to about the same frame rate, actually a little higher. So there may be some tweaks that they need to make even with DLSS. So all the more reason to keep it off during this testing. And one last quick thing we're going to do here. Let's go ahead and go into the city here. All right, so this is in Coral City, one of the earlier cities that you make it to in the game. And this is just crazy. Getting around like almost 65, going down to 60 FPS, kind of depending on where you are in the city. Trying to essentially maintain 60 FPS, but it is going as high as 70 depending on where I go. Going to this Fighters Guild area here. And as I expected, even higher performance. Everything's uncapped, and we're getting about 100 FPS in here. Sometimes 95, somewhere in that range. Into the Fighters Guild. Yeah, they did a really good job optimizing this game. I do have a pretty nice system, and you can see it actually is utilizing the CPU more than even, say, Skyrim with a nice mod list. It's jumping as high as 40% sometimes, as low as 30, and then the 4080 Super is fully maxed out at 100%, and it's using almost all of the VRAM. So yeah, it runs pretty well through here. Let's go ahead and do a quick test just in the Imperial City. Then go to our map. All right, so this is right on that interior of the Imperial City. And we're getting about like 68 FPS, 66. And this is still at 4K resolution.
Have you heard that Samuel Bantian has a bit of a
Now going up to like 75, depending on where we're looking. Like, this is really good performance for this game. Now, I do have a pretty beefy system, but
What is it?
60
Good thing we have the
FPS
Black Horse Courier.
to 70
how we'd get our
FPS
news
is
without-
awesome, especially with the graphics fidelity. No upscaling at all, no frame generation, and these crazy graphics in this game. All right, so let's go ahead and check out a field real quick. All right, and this is over at the Blackwater Stables. Kind of nighttime. And we're going through some of the grass here. There's a little bit of waviness going on, but overall it's fairly static. Nothing too crazy 3D grass going on like some of the mod lists that I've reviewed. But still getting about 60 FPS through here, which is just awesome. Go ahead and make it a little brighter outside. All right, and here's with the sun out and really good performance. Really good. Let's get a quick mountain view here, and then we'll do some testing at 1440p right after this. Oh wow, look at that waterfall there. Going into this pond, that's pretty cool. What's up, wolf? Little dip in performance when I started fighting that wolf, but nothing too crazy. Yeah, and this is looking at some of the water effects into the pond. And it's dipping sometimes into high 50s, but overall really solid. All right, and this is with 1440p turned on. Just changed the resolution in my graphics settings to 1440p and getting a solid 20 FPS bump. So it went up to 80 looking at this waterfall here. 1440p. Do a test going through the grass. And looking over the city as well. Looks like I discovered a cave. Do the Skyrim hop to get up here. So yeah, getting almost 90 FPS. And about 75 to 80 running through the fields. So pretty solid overall. Got him. All right, let's go ahead and check out that city that we were in earlier. Coral. And then we'll go ahead and conclude this video. We'll start at the stables and we'll go back inside to fully do this performance test, see what we're getting here. Okay, so here we are. It's at nighttime. Oh man, that ray trace lighting just looks so awesome. Such a good job with that. All right, let's head on in. Getting around 90 FPS right now. And you can see even that my VRAM usage ended up going down a little bit. And I'm assuming that my CPU usage is going to go up. Yeah, as I predicted, my CPU usage is going up to about 55. Because at lower resolutions, it's essentially going to tax the CPU higher than the GPU. Even though the GPU is still running at 100%. So it unleashes some of the bottleneck that's involved. All right, let's go on in here. This is an interior. Oh wow, I'm getting like 140 FPS through. That's pretty wild. 1440p with ray tracing, everything maxed out, and we're getting about 150 FPS on in the interiors, which is pretty crazy. And it looks awesome on top of all of that.
How are you?
All right, and here's inside that little town here.
We're in for some hard times.
Pushing around 80 FPS out here with 1440p, which is a difference between about like 20 to like 15 to 20 frames per second difference. And overall still looks absolutely awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a circuit score rating, this game in total, of a 9.5 out of 10. So anyway, that'll do it for this video. If you guys are interested in this kind of content, I'm probably gonna be covering some more Oblivion in the future. Do a lot of Skyrim mod list reviews, PC performance testing to get the most out of your system. So if any of that interests you, consider subscribing to the channel. And as always, have a wonderful day.